Samanda just coming with head movement. Looking for a way in. Going up high with a left high kick. Somehow replies with an inside leg kick of his own. The crowd are shouting Samanda. Sampao's being backed up here, and he's not comfortable with it. Moving away, but he's going into the power hand, but going back now. Getting out of trouble, but the Tachik gladiators hunting him down, going for the shoot. Gets him down.
Well, the takedown was the easy part. Let's see how they match up on the floor. Gets up nicely.
Murodov takes Sampao back down to the ground. Gonna try and get his back now.
They're back already.
He's just trying to turn in, but Murodov is already there. Got the right arm underneath. Sampao's got back up to his feet somehow. He's going to try and turn to his left, but Murodov's not allowing him to do so. But good defense of the rear naked from Sampao.
Yeah, Sampao does know how to defend this. You can see the way he's moving. He does know what he's doing here.
Murodov got a beautiful chain of connections with his wrestling, straight into dominant position on his grappling. He's already on the back again.
Making him carry his weight helps to exhaust your opponent.
And Sampaio is not finding his groove. He didn't find himself in the fight yet.
Murodov taking a little bit of a breather, but nice trip. Sampao now on his back. Murodov moving into side. We've got two incredible fights up our main event. Still to come up between Xavier Eloy and Berrigan Gialisi. In the main event, Alex De Silva and Bagish Namatov. But Sampao, meanwhile, does well to get back up to his feet.
But he gave up his back too quick, too easy there.
Body lock straight to the back. He's looking for another takedown.
Finally, Sampao now in a nice position. Good head control in the clinch up against the fence. Still just less than 2 minutes in this first round. And Sampao's done well to survive the grappling of Murodov. And now Murodov got the back again. Sampao desperately tries to prevent the takedown. He's got one hook in as Murodov. It's a very tight grappling contest, but Sampao's offense has been negated because Murodov has just been all over him like a rash at the moment. But Sampao's been able to defend so far, but Murodov just keeps trying, just keeps ragdolling him down.
As Hugo said, Sampaio didn't find himself yet in the fight. Murodov is being dominant with his wrestling.
It's purely just manhandling him. Look how easily he goes from the body lock straight into the back control.
Flying him out.
As indeed. Just going to see if he can get it clasped on, lock on the rear naked. Yeah, you're right. It's a neck crank more than anything else at the moment. It's not underneath the chin. Turning around to his left, Sampao, like you mentioned earlier, Ollie, he does move to the right directions. The submission offense is good, but this is a nasty position now. Murodov continues to hunt for the submission win.
It's quite tight on the face.
So incredibly uncomfortable, even though it's not under the chin. That kind of neck crank, as you can see, is an incredibly uncomfortable place to be.
Defending well.
So the BJJ is about being used to being uncomfortable.
Yes.
But it's still a very, very unpleasant experience. As Sampao's able to see out this first round despite the repeated submission attempts by Murodov.
Tough round.
Sampaio survived to see another round. Let's see what his corner is going to tell him so he can solve that puzzle, because it's starting to turn ugly for him as he can't find himself in the grappling department. Murodov is just connecting, making a great chain with his wrestling, double leg body lock, going straight to the back, exhausting him, trying those submissions.
I think the answer, Hugo, is to get your own offensive grappling going, to enact your game plan and not being, you know, forced to defend your back attack the entire time, you know, and just don't spend an entire round defending yourself. If you're able to get back up to the feet, put your opponent on his back, see if you can attack his back, see how well his submission defense is doing. Because at the moment, he's just fending off attack after attack from Murodov, and really not got his own offense going. And he needs to come out a lot stronger and faster and put the pressure on the Tajikistani lad.
Or maybe play some guard, maybe get some guard game going, not give his back up so easily.
Yeah, it's a good one.
There's some of the opening to the first round. Murodov coming in with head movement, nothing real landing with any power shots behind it at the moment.
I think Sampaio is kind of hesitant to overextend and open up for the takedown.
He's trying the leg kicks.
Slowed down a little bit, hasn't it, in round 2?
Yeah, no one's really putting the power down.
Oh, that nearly landed though. Little switch kick.
Flying knee.
Hurt him.
Sampaio think he's hurt him. He's trying to pour on the power, but certainly Murodov's backing up. I don't think there's any particular danger. Replying with a couple of shots of his own. That's a nice right from Sampaio.
Oh, it's well timed. Too easy, too easy.
Another successful takedown by Murodov. Just looking to do the same thing. Grind and smash. He's being very successful with the takedowns and the top control. Sliding to the back. Just not taking notice of Sampaio's ground game.
Looking at the replay, there was a nice high-flying knee over the left from Sampaio. It certainly rocked Murodov. Seemingly, he was backing up after that. I'm talking about backs. Murodov's got Sampaio's again.
He's got that back style. He looks for that back, he doesn't let go. Keeping him uncomfortable. He finds his way to the back way too easy, and Sampaio has no answer for his style. Oh, look at that. Sampaio's going for his own takedown right now.
It's exactly what we're talking about, how to get your own offensive grappling, put your opponent on his back and see how he enjoys it, and see if you can grind it out a little bit. And Sampaio having the better of the striking exchange at the beginning of the second round. But now they're clinching up against the fence again. And it's Murodov who's insinuated himself around the back of the Brazilian.
And Murodov is going easily to his back.
Forcing Sampaio to defend the takedown. Unfortunately, he was unable to do so as Murodov finds himself inside control. Presenting that heavy right flank now, trying to get into full mount. Sampaio tries to scramble, almost reverses his opponent. It's a good scramble from the shootbox lad, but great control, however, from Murodov, preventing the escape.
Sampaio's corner is telling him to get up and trying to get something going.
You know, easier said than done when you've got a Tajik backpack like this. Just nice control on the ground from Murodov. Not much escaping from here. Murodov just a couple of pity-patty shots. Nothing really meaningful at the moment.
Yeah, Sampaio is doing nothing there. He's just trying to get some air.
He got completely frustrated in the first 2 rounds by the Murodov style, Murodov's grappling. He seems to get more and more tired as time goes on. It's getting more and more easy for Murodov to impose his game.
Just soft punches to the middle. No need to take any risks. Sampaio is not doing anything at the moment.
Trying to roll away from the shots of Murodov, even though nothing meaningful. Meanwhile, Murodov trying to get the rear naked again. Not under the chin, he's clasping on it. Sampaio's able to survive that attempt. Murodov's almost starting him out. He's got 10 seconds left as the clapper goes. Score some points. Certainly 2 rounds down, definitely going to the way of the Tachik gladiator at the moment.
Yeah, a long, hard round for the Brazilian.
Well, all to play from the 3rd round. Sampaio still in this fight. Like I said, guys, if you can pull something spectacular, still take it against the run of play. Again, the double shoot from Murodov, beautifully timed, putting Sampaio back on his back, which is where he didn't want to be coming into the 3rd round.
He's not even trying to defend those takedowns anymore. He just looks exhausted.
Yeah, his body language says it all.
And Murodov just going to try and put the grind on from this point to see out.
Just flat on his back from the half guard position. Trying to look for a scramble right now.
Plenty more action still to come here at UE Warriors 44. Xavier the Breadman Aloui from TriStar in Canada returning to take on the wushu specialist Bergen Gili making his promotional debut in the main event. Alex Leco da Silva from Santa Catarina, Brazil, taking on the Kyrgyzstani crusher Bagish Mamatov in your main event here in the Etihad Arena. So plenty more massive action still to come at UE Warriors 44. And don't even get me started at Abu Dhabi Showdown week in October. But meanwhile, this is a nasty position for Sampaio. What has he got left in terms of his cardio? Because Murodov has been all over him like a rash and given him any opportunity to escape whatsoever. How does Sampaio get up to his feet from this position? Because he struggled to do it for the first 2 rounds.
He will have to get that left arm and try to get an underhook, try to hip escape and turn on his knees, and trying to go back up.
I don't think he has energy for that. He's gonna be there.
It's a nice left elbow from Murodov though.
He could at least try to regain the guard, maybe.
He's trying to turn in, but
it seems like he's just checked out of the fight already. 3 minutes to go, and his body language says it all. Like, he's exhausted. His opponent is very heavy.
He's trying to grab onto the leg to frame up a little bit, but Murodov prevented it. Goes back to the back attack again. Put the hooks in, the forearm underneath. We saw it earlier when some of the fighters looking perhaps an easy way out after their cardio had drained and they tapped to a pretty weak rear naked choke. But Sam Powell's not that kind of fighter. We know that shoot buck guys will rather fall asleep than tap, and we've also seen that earlier as well. So I don't think he will look for the easy way out. But the body triangle, the lock is on from Murodov. As he continues to get those soft shots from Murodov.
He's just exhausted, isn't he?
Murodov's got the control of the fight, so he's not looking to expose himself from that position. He's gonna move just enough, so he carries the round until the end, and it's gonna be an easy 30-27.
I'd like to see a bit more proactive Murodov to push for a finish, to try and get on top, to try and get him out. Not just accept this position. So it's great, it's perfection, it's control, but you know, if he's got ambitions to move to the UFC, to be champion, he wanted to try and finish fights.
Yeah, he really does have that strong ambition to be in the UFC. There's the Tachik gladiator, Samandar Murodov. He's only 23. Like I said, he's undefeated with 8 wins, 3 of which were first-round finishes, but I don't think we're going to see one of those finishes here tonight.
Less than a minute now.
Last minute of the fight, and he's got just a supreme position. He could try to explore and look for a finish.
Well, he is undefeated, and perhaps he's more, concerned about keeping that record. He's 8-0. He's going to go 9-0 here tonight. But like you said, if you want that kind of Vegas contract, you've got to be entertaining, and you've got to be hunting for that finish. And even though it's been great control and good grappling, we haven't seen enough to perhaps justify that kind of contract on the big stage at the T-Mobile, for example.
Yeah, I agree. It's very hard to tell. He's obviously a very competent grappler, as we can see, handling Sam Powell very, very well and very comfortably. We don't know quite what level he's at, but he's got a good victory, a very comfortable victory one way or another.
But if you've been in better positions for now, he's finishing strong at the bell, a little bit too late. It's going to be a good win for Murodov, but he had his opponent in compromised positions repeatedly for 3 entire rounds and couldn't finish him, despite showing he was the better grappler throughout the entire 15 minutes, but couldn't put him away. Is that a problem going forward in his career?
I would say no, but at the same time, there's still some questions to answer when he comes up against different sorts of opposition, and he's going to need to get him out there. You shouldn't be pounding on someone for 15 minutes and not get a stoppage most of the time. But he looked very good. Credit where it's due. He looked world class.
It just seemed to me like he came with that mentality that a W is a W. He came for the win, so he found his way. He looked not to expose his position. He's getting the win, and he's got a lot of room for progress as well. Like, he could be a little bit more aggressive with those submissions as well. Put on the show a little bit more for the crowd and for the audience. But dominant position, beautiful positioning from the back control, from the top control, beautiful grappling.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards, and all 3 judges scored about the same, 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision, Samandar, the Tachik gladiator, Murodov.